Forgive me for not putting the accessories back in for this one. It was a real pain to get them out. I nearly destroyed the card back, so I don't want to have the hassle. Hello and welcome back to another MOTU review. Today we're taking a look at the Deluxe Figure Ram Man. And starting off, as always, with the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, though just because of the armor, you're not getting a ton of movement there, though you can lift it up over and get a little bit more. Shoulders can move out and rotate, and this is a nice soft plastic, so it doesn't get in the way of the arms at all. About 90-degree elbow, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge. It's very tight on mine. There's also pretty deep set in there, so you don't get a ton of movement out of it, but it is there. And a 45, let's say, degree bend at the knee. No hips, but this does at least let you have him walk, kind of. He's a little heavy. There we go. You can at least get him in a walking pose. Now, as for accessories, let's start off with the one they all come with. A comic. No dialogue, as usual. International release. However, like I said, that does give a much better look at the art. Cross cell on the back. And because Ram Man is a deluxe figure, he comes with quite a few accessories. First off, you get an alternate left hand, another holding hand which matches this one. And personally, I always leave them like this because I don't like the hands being asymmetrical. Ugh. Pretty easy to swap these out. Just pull the hand off, stick the other one on. There, much better. You also get an alternate head with a battle mask. The actual head sculpt underneath is the same, but the armor is different. It's pretty cool that they did that. Lets them reuse a part. I will say I prefer the open face just because it's more classic, but still, it's nice that you have this one. You can definitely use it for probably a custom or something with the WWE armor. Then you get his classic style axe, which just easily slides into the hand. It's held really well and looks pretty much perfect. But you also get this massive double-bladed axe, which can either fit in his alternate hand, or, and this is something they don't actually advertise, you can combine the two axes together into a massive axe, which is really cool. I see a lot of people holding it this way. Honestly, I prefer to have the classic axe used underslung, because it just gives them a massive weapon instead of just an axe sticking off his regular one. But yeah, he can't exactly get his arms across to hold this with both hands, but it does look pretty cool. And finally, since this is a deluxe figure, he actually has a gimmick. Specifically, the gimmick of the original figure, more or less. Instead of a switch, it's just press it again, but yeah, this is a really heavy Ram Man, by the way. The original was kind of hollow, but this is chunky, so the spring in this is really strong, and you can hear it. Is very strong. It's a little bit harder to aim him since you don't have a button to release now, but still, it's not impossible to have him jump around. This is a really fun gimmick. Honestly, I have a lot of fun doing this, just letting him pop. And rest assured, there is more than enough force behind that to knock over another figure. And as for a quick size comparison, Ram Man is actually shorter than the average figure. That said, he's not smaller because he's so much bulkier. So to wrap this review up, I really like Ram Man. This figure nails the original. Actually, this is objectively an absurd improvement over the original. Not just because of the added articulation, but I like this gimmick more. And man, the sculpt and the painting and just everything looks so much better on this figure. Not to mention all the additional accessories you get, the swappable hand, and considering this is a entirely new mold that they're probably not going to get much reuse out of these parts, I'd say the price is absolutely worth it for this. Anyway, that's all for this review. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, helps a lot. Subscribe and hit the bell for future reviews. Go follow me on Twitter for updates, and consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep making reviews just like this one. And as always, until next time, happy building.